What happened during the 60 years after the Matrix Revolutions? One of the biggest questions in the Matrix Resurrections is what happened after Neo's battle against Agent Smith. The arrival of a new dictator and the destruction of Zion seems to leave too many questions unanswered, which is why we are going to try and make sense of it all. Would you like to know what happened between the Matrix Revolutions and the Matrix Resurrections? Then welcome to Matrix Explained.
Welcome to the desert of the real.
This case of deja vu is brought to you by Warner Brothers and their copyright claim on our original video. Thank you. 60 years passed after Neo gave his life in his battle against Agent Smith. Neo died so that the machines and humans could reach a peace agreement. The humans who wished to leave the Matrix could do so, and the machines would not attack Zion. Instead, they would help humans awaken to the real world. This was an unexpected collaboration between man and machine. However, some machines became upset with the truce. As more and more humans went offline, energy production fell, and the machines' discontent with the architect grew. The machines began to see him as a weak leader, and soon they began to plot against the architect. Neo's body was taken to be studied by a new artificial intelligence, one that combines the mathematical knowledge of the Matrix and the knowledge of the human psyche. The analyst was created to analyze the reoccurring error of the Matrix to improve the simulation. During his studies, the analyst learns that the integral anomaly is more difficult to comprehend than he expected. He couldn't figure out how to activate it. No matter how many experiments he conducted on Neo's body, nothing seems to work. The anomaly would not react. The analyst would eventually have an epiphany. What if he brought Neo and Trinity together? That did something. Neo and Trinity being in proximity to each other caused an energy spike. Now, if the corpses being close to one another were generating some energy, how much more power could be generated if they were alive? The analyst probably asked that same question, and thus he figures that if he was going to bring Neo and Trinity back from the dead, then the best place to keep them contained would be inside the Matrix. The analyst hires a program to help him create a new machine in secrecy to continue studying Neo and Trinity. This large machine had only 2 pods, isolated from the rest of the human fields. This place is called the Anomalium, and the machine was designed by Ramachandra. Here is where the story gets more complicated. Rama discovers that the analyst's true intentions for the Anomalium went against the truce between the machines and the humans, and so he sends the plans of the Anomalium to his daughter, Sati, so that she would inform the Oracle and warn the humans. The Oracle desperately tries to contact Morpheus and warn him of the great danger that is approaching, but Morpheus is tired of her false prophecies. Morpheus was appointed supreme leader of the Council of Zion. He broke communications with the Oracle, as he no longer trusted her since she lied to him about the path of the One. This was Morpheus's biggest mistake. By not listening to the Oracle, the former captain of the Nebuchadnezzar sentenced his city to total annihilation. Morpheus's distrust in the Oracle was well represented in the now non-canonical The Matrix Online video game.
Why won't they give up his remains? They say they haven't recycled them. They belong in Zion, in a holy place.
Meanwhile, the analyst meets with the Suits, first mentioned in Matrix Resurrections. The Suits are possibly the first artificial intelligence programs of the Matrix, leading programs that even have power over the Architect and the Oracle. They are the true rulers of the machines, and the analyst convinces them that Neo's body holds the key to unlimited energy, but only if he and Trinity are reconstructed, revived, and placed back into the Matrix. The analyst's proposal was accepted, and thus the truce was null and void. The analyst unified all of the machines that were against the architect and the truce, and launched a machine civil war. The analyst faction attacked and destroyed Zion, and the vast majority of its inhabitants, including Morpheus, were killed. The human fields and the Matrix simulation were also attacked and taken over by the analyst's side. The machines and programs who were on the side of the truce were eliminated, purged, including Rama, the Oracle, and the Architect. Exiled programs like the Merovingian were able to survive by going into hiding. It is not known how long the Civil War lasted. We only know who was the winning party. The Civil War ended, and a new boss was appointed, the one who understood that the problem with the Matrix was not the anomaly, but the architect. The analyst ushered in a new era for the machines, with a larger energy output, but it was not all lost. Neo's sacrifice did make a difference. The machines and humans who survived the Civil War came together to build a new city called Io, and Niobe was assigned as leader, or Grand General. It's interesting how things turn out, doesn't it? Morpheus and Niobe were originally a couple, but the Oracle with her prophecies caused them to break up. Morpheus was told that he had to find the One. Niobe never believed in the One.
I don't believe in the One. I never did.
Yet she did believe that Neo could change things.
I believe in him.
Niobe helped to create a city that Morpheus would never have approved of, a place where machines and humans can call home. But do you want to know something grim about the city of Io? Maybe the machines knew that they could no longer control Morpheus and his people. They could no longer be swayed by false prophecies or manipulations. So the machines decided to destroy Zion and to build a new city where the machines could control the humans in person. The cycle of control continues. The only difference is that Zion has been permanently destroyed, and in its place is a new city, Io, with the machines living, or more likely surveilling, the humans. Niobe's focus was on the people of Io. Infiltrating and extracting humans from the Matrix was no longer a priority. Io wasn't fighting for the liberation of all humans from the Matrix like Zion did. Io was for everyone to live in peace. There aren't that many Zion survivors left who believe in the prophecy. Some of the old-timers came to believe that Neo might have been working for the machines all along.
Maybe there's no foundation to the rumors that you disappeared because you were working with the machines from the beginning.
But for some of the younger Red Pills, like Bugs and her crew, they still believe in Neo, in the path of the One. Meanwhile, the Anomalium proved to perform better than expected. The analyst sees that the anomaly usually releases energy when subjected to emotional stress. So he subjects Neo and Trinity to many different simulations with various degrees of emotional stress to generate energy for the Matrix. The analyst discovered that emotional stress generated much more energy than what was used in the older model of the Matrix, which was using humans as batteries. The amount of power was unprecedented. Neo and Trinity are trapped inside a VIP location, while the rest of humanity is plugged into the conventional harvesting fields. For decades, Thomas and Tiffany have been suffering and feeding the Matrix with their emotional energy. Once again, the machines have subjugated humanity. It's all part of a cruel and endless cycle. When thinking about the evil plans of the machines, the Oracle and the Architect usually pop up. But now, new factors have been added to the topic: the Analyst and the Suits. No matter how strategic the Oracle was, or how meticulous the Architect was, they never found the true balance in the equation, and so the majority of the machines voted to replace them and to perpetuate the control of humanity. This brings us to a terrible realization. The Suits may never see eye to eye with humanity. The machine leaders created the illusion of the Matrix, and the machine civil war was just a new step in the evolutionary system of control. Just as the Architect created programs to improve other programs, the Suits created conflicts to improve the system. There are so many questions now, like who are the Suits, and how did the machine civil war start? Remember that in the Matrix, everything happens in cycles, and we are convinced that the events that happen in Matrix Resurrections are part of said cycle. When the Analyst and the Suits give Neo and Trinity the green light to do whatever they want in the simulation, this shows that they are still in control.
You think you hold all the cards because you can do whatever you want in this world. I say, go for it. Remake it. Knock yourselves out. Paint the sky with rainbows.
60 years have passed, but if the Matrix cycle is poised to repeat itself, then Io doesn't have much time left, and Neo and Trinity's supposed freedom is just par for the course. But do you agree? What happened during those 6 decades while Neo and Trinity were trapped in the Matrix? For Matrix Explained, please leave a like and subscribe. And thank you for visiting the Desert of the Real.